Hello, everyone. My name is Chris. The other day I did a video. It was a controversial type video. I ruffled a few feathers. I made a few parents mad. And I understand why they felt the way they felt. And yet, I stand by my statement. I stand by my reasoning. Because each and every one of us have our own thoughts, our own ways to want to see things done this way or that way. And everyone's not going to be in agreement with what another individual may think. And yet, I must make this very clear. I'm not talking about every one child, because there are some good parents out there, loving, well-educated, even people that are not as educated or not as living in beautiful homes and stuff. Because money don't make a person smart. Money don't make a person better than the next person. Money just gives you an advantage that a lot of people don't have. And yet there's some foolish, dumb, stupid rich people just like there are poor people. The statement I made, it was, let your child go to prison. It's better than them going to the grave. And like I just said, the statement doesn't apply to every child. And I commend all you children or all you young people, you're not children, young people who are doing the right thing. Young people who's reaching to become better than what they are. Some of you are driven by seeing your father or seeing your mother or seeing family members or seeing friends live in such a disgusting way that you refuse to live that way yourself. So that's what's driving you to do better. That's what's driving you to be respected. That's what's driving you to stand at the top of your class and be all that you can be. And I commend each and every one of you. But what about those who don't have that high self-esteem? Who don't have a parent or loving parent or anyone in their lives to direct them in the right direction? What about them? They're the one who's lost, confused, angry, disembobulated. Those the one who are caught up in the middle of gangs and everything else that's negative, trying to find themselves. Some of the kids even just stop searching for themselves. They live day by day, minute by minute, and whatever happened, happened. That's how they feel. So, I commend the ones who are doing right. But the ones who are doing right, wrong, the question is, who control your children? Who control your children? And what is the best recourse to try to find them, bring them back home, and place them on the path of righteousness instead of the path of destruction? I don't care nothing about hurting people's feelings, because every time I see a young child or a young teenager life destroyed and read about it or hear about it on television, that hurts my feelings. Because that means that child will never have a chance to be a parent, never have a chance to enjoy life, never have a chance to do anything to make anyone proud of him. Everything is over for that child. The only thing that he or they will receive is a dirt grave. And that's it. So if I'm stepping on some toes, if I'm making a few people mad or discomfort with the conversation that I'm having, then so be it. Because I'd rather for you to listen to me right here and now than I have to listen to the police report on Eyewitness News or whatever news channel where your child has been murdered, killed, and then put in a grave. And half the parents don't even have the money to put their child in a decent grave. They have him cremated and his ashes just thrown all over the city or wherever in the backyard or dumpster because you can't afford to have nothing else done with that child. So the question once again, who's controlling your child? Or is it, and I'm not going to blame all the gang members. No, I'm not going to blame all of them because you do have good gang leaders who want to do the right thing, who try to do the right thing. Everybody's not all out doing wrong. So I don't support, but I do respect because they are trying to do the right thing. But then you have those who are just as lost, confused, angry, and crazy as the one they're leading. Then, is it the police? Police not controlling your kids. Police, some of them are killing your kids. So is it the parents? No, because half of you parents are scared of your own child. Your own child, the one that you birthed, you held in your stomach for 9 months, the one that you cared for, played with, and did all of this different stuff with, you're scared of them. Why? Because they said no. They rebelled. Their anger controls them, and you can't control them. So what do we do? What do a parent do? What do a single mother with 3, 4, 5 kids, what do she do? Because the father's not around, because the father, in a lot of cases, the father is the culprit. He's the one that's leading your child to do the things that he do. And I'm not saying every father is a bad father. There's good fathers out there. There are good fathers. So the question is, in this day and time, who control our young people? Because they can't control themselves. So what do? We can't go to God because a lot of you don't believe in God. And a lot of you said, no, I prayed and God did not help me. So I'm mad at God and I don't want to talk to him. I understand that. So what do? We have questions, but we seem not to have any answers. Even politicians, they don't have the answer. They have the answer to their own children, who just as bad as some of the street kids. Only they got money to back up and pay for their mistake. Poor people don't. So we're going to have to come up with some type of solution. And when I said, let your child go to prison, well, at least he's alive. And at least they have the opportunity to sit back in a cell that's locked. They can't go run in the street. They can't do this, do that. They're not distracted. And they can get their heads together. And they can finally figure out who they are, what they want to do in life, and how they're going to do it. That was my point. Because right now, too much distraction is causing your child to blow a circuit. If you put too much energy through any type of outlet, you're going to blow a fuse. And that's what's happening to a lot of young people. They're blowing fuses. And we don't have the right type of fuses to give them to put them back on the right track. So I don't mean to make anyone upset, but I do mean to point out what's going on. You don't have to agree with me. Turn on the news. Shootings this morning. Shooting, killing the other night. People doing this, doing that. You don't have to sit and listen to me. Just listen to the news. Stop being afraid of your child and snatch his or her butt up and correct them. Old school. We're going to lose our whole generation because we was too afraid to step up to the plate and say no. Who's controlling your children? Who's controlling them?